I had kind of an odd experience today where I had a bunch of errands to get done, and one of them was that I needed to go to the UPS store to make a return, and in that same parking lot there's a Sprouts Market, and so I was going to stop and get some produce that I won't say need, but enjoy. So I'm pulling, this Sprouts has directional one-way aisles. They don't, the whole parking lot does, really. And so I'm pulling down the aisle in the correct direction. There's a car coming at me going the wrong direction, and someone has just pulled out of the spot that I want to pull into, that I've been waiting for. And I go to pull into the spot, and this person is pulling through from the other side to then be facing going the wrong direction down this one directional aisle. And I'm pulled partway into the stall, and so I just stop and wait for them to back up and do the right thing. And it's basically like a Mexican standoff. Like, she's just sitting in her car waiting for me to back out of the stall so that she can do the wrong thing. And I'm like, nope, I waited for this stall. I waited for this person to leave. I'm going the right direction down the aisle. I'm not really in the mood for this, because I'm going to have to drive coming with someone head on towards me who's also going the wrong way down this single directional aisle, and navigate around them and have to go all the way around to find another parking spot, which I had already done twice because there's also construction happening in this parking lot. And I don't know what makes this woman think, because 3 stalls down, there are 4 empty handicap stalls, that pointing at the handicap placard in her window is going to make me back out of the stall and go find a new spot. But that's what she did. She pointed to the handicap placard in her window, and I just went, no, your handicap is down there. And finally she backed out of the stall. I ran into the UPS store and did my return, and then go into the Sprouts and get the things that I needed to get. And as I'm checking out, I end up behind her in line. And she is rude as can be to the checkout gal. And the checkout gal is just trying to be helpful and trying to figure out what this woman wants, because she's yelling at her about her basket. And finally, the guy who's between that woman and myself says, "Is that your basket?" It's a Safeway basket, by the way, like the kind that you shop with, up on the ice machine over there. And the woman says, "Yes, would you go get it for me?" And he says, "No." And she gets all in a huff. And he says, "Look, you've been rude to this woman for the last 5 minutes and made her life really difficult. And normally I would help you just to get you out of the way, but I don't want to help you because I'm afraid you're going to retaliate against me." Instead of putting her groceries into the cart that she has, she takes the cart, walks over to get her basket. We're at the very last checkout stand. It's all the way at the very first, like by the front door. And she comes back and then starts berating the poor checkout gal again about how they don't have anyone there to help old people like her, and how they don't respect her, and how they aren't being even kind to her. And the checkout gal is just like, I don't understand. I don't know what you want from me. I've been trying to help you since we started this entire thing, and I don't know how to help you. So I take the woman's things and start putting them in the basket, and she yells at me. So I just put my hands up and back away and tell the checkout gal, "Call your manager." I don't know when it became okay to be rude to everyone. I don't know when it became okay to think that you're entitled to something special when there's already special things set aside for you. I don't know when it became okay to think that just because you have a handicap placard, or this woman told everyone in the store she's 80, that you deserve to not be a kind human to other people, even when they are trying to help you. The man in front of me in line was so right for not helping her, because when I tried to help her, all she did was cuss me out. And then she walks out of the store cussing at everybody. And you get to choose. You get to choose if you want to be that angry. You get to choose if you want to be that bitter about your life. And I get that there are things that happen and things that go wrong. But you still have a choice to make every day, and that will affect how every day for the rest of your life goes moving forward. So when you're choosing between being angry and bitter and disappointed, or being content and happy and moving forward, which one sounds better?